Hello everybody and welcome. Today we see if we can keep our inconsistent season going, but in the right direction. Hello, it's a very warm welcome to episode number 18 of To Be a Legend, FM 26 style, as we start the series managing Radcliffe, known as the borough, for FM 26. My name's Mark, and on today's episode, as I said in the intro, we try and continue our indifferent start to the season. Inconsistent, I think I used just now. And we have match days 10 and 11 of the National League. Rochdale and Carlisle are our opponents today. Both at, I thought they were both at home. You know, I've obviously misled myself there, but Rochdale at home then. It's Carlisle away. We have played Rochdale once before in the FA Trophy last season. We were 3-1 losers on that occasion. I hope that's not a bad omen at the Crown Oil Arena on that occasion. Goals from two for a brace from Massini in the first half. McBride on 46 minutes immediately after half time. That put the death nail in us. And it was Matt Whittingham getting a consolation goal on 59 minutes. That man, Marshall Francis, who we can't bring in, doesn't want to join us, etc., etc., was the provider on that occasion. But hopefully we can get a better result today. We have played two games since you were last with us. We've played, if you remember last time out, it was Altrincham 2-2, Forest Green 2-2. I think we capitulated in both games, didn't we? Or we had a little bit of an issue of giving away goals, and then we went and played Halifax Town, who we'd played previously in a friendly at the start of last season, lost 4-0. I think it was the first ever game we played in this save. Come a long way since then, or at least we thought we had. No, we lost 3-0. And then we went to Morecambe, and we did actually get a result at Morecambe. The reason that, therefore, was that we changed the formation back to one that we were familiar with because we were struggling with the flat back three. Green, Glendon, Harper and Enright getting his first goal for us, and let's hope that's the first of many. Want him to be doing a Marshall Francis really and score lots and lots and lots of goals. Right, quick check on how that leaves us in the table. Going into today's, Baintree are top on 22. Hartlepool have slipped back, having drawn and lost their last two games. They've slipped back into second place. Then come York, Fylde and Rochdale, all on 19 points. We are down in 11th. On 13 points, won 2 of our last 5, drawn 2 and lost 1. So we need to be a little bit better than that today. Our first opponent's Rochdale. They've only lost once in their last 5. They're on a run of 3 wins in a row as it is at the moment. They are on 19 points in 5th place. So first match is going to be a toughie. In fact, they're both going to be toughies because Carlisle have won their last 2 matches as well, so they're on a little bit of a run as well. Let's hope we can go and get some points in today's episode, and we're not going to capitulate all over the place. One thing I didn't tell you in the intro was that we have brought in one new player so far since the last episode. Byrne, we have got a couple more irons in the fire. More about that a little bit later. But Byrne, Niall Byrne is the player that has come in. We'll check on him in a minute. But the team today looking like this. It's Thompson, Robinson, Crooks and Byrne. Let's have a look. Neil Byrne, he's 33-year-old. He's been a sort of about a bit. Fylde, Halifax Town, played in the National League quite a bit. League 2, Bradford City, Stockport, Tranmere, and has come to us after being released by Bradford City. He's obviously not quite League 1 fodder, but can play in League 2. So we'll see how he does. We've got him till the end of the season, but if we go back in there, his attributes are quite good. I didn't cover that, but as you see, his heading's good, jumping reach is good. All right, his acceleration and agility isn't fantastic, but he's okay for the point that we want him. He's 6'3" and will shore up our defence a little bit. We brought him in mainly because we were playing that flat back three and we didn't have a lot of cover in defence. Yeah, he's come in. Will give us a bit of extra impetus, hopefully, in defence, giving away those stupid goals like we have done in recent games. Burn then is in, makes his debut for Oliver Thornley. Riley is out on the right, and then if we go in possession mode, Doyle and Glendon are in midfield. Whittingham, Harper, and Green across the attacking midfield. Enright up front, and the bench looking like this. It's Wright, Park, Huntley, McFadden, Taylor, Afai, and Clegg. And here we are at Stainton Park, playing our familiar formation, or back to our familiar formation, shall I say. They are playing a flat back three today, and I did think about whether we should go to a flat back three, but we're not going to start that way. We're going to start what is familiar with us. And Enright gets us underway here at Stainton Park. Rain is back. Looks like there's a corner coming up. Glendon with the corner on that far side. Swung in. Ooh, I think it was Luke Enright had got his header away, but it wasn't quite low enough. Thompson with the ball in arms. Rolls it out to Crooks. Robinson to Whittingham. Whittingham finds Doyle. Glendon back to Doyle. Doyle comes forward. Doyle threads it through to Robinson. Robinson crosses it in. Enright tried to get a shot away, and it was blocked. And they're on a counter now. We have to defend. They are dangerous on the counter. And we're into the last 5 minutes of this first half. And it's been a very quiet affair. We've had 6 shots and 3 on the target for quite a while, and it's half time, and we will remain 6 shots, 3 on target, 0.91, 51% of the possession, as you see. Midway through that first half, Rochdale got their foot in, as it were, but we managed to wrestle it back at the back end of the first half. Enright's had a few chances, not managed to get them away. He's been defended well. Green not having such a good day today. Had a fantastic day last time out, but Byrne seems to have been quite good in defence in the first showing, certainly in that first half. I guess against Rochdale, a draw is not a bad result, but it'd be nice to try and sneak a win if we can. And they get the second half underway. And we've gone attacking just for 10 minutes, just see if we can push the issue. Just see if we can get something out of it. Hopefully it's not going to bite us in the bottom. At the moment, it's not looking promising. Adiobo for Rochdale. This one chipped over the top, and it's crossed in and it's come off the woodwork, and we've survived. Deverne Green. Come on, Deverne. It's Randy's man. We're on a counter-attack here. And he's got plenty of space. Chips this one in, looking for Whittingham. Couldn't find him. Robinson crosses this one in. A block comes in again. They seem to have blocked us off. Glendon from distance, and the goalkeeper had to put that round the post. And with 65 minutes on the clock, Green is not having a good day out there. I don't know what it is with him. He really is not having a good day. Let's get him off the pitch. And I think the obvious choice is Taylor for him. So we'll bring Taylor on. On that right side. wonder if we go winger for Whittingham. And Taylor, we make him an inside forward or inside winger. Inside winger. We'll do that. Do we make any other changes? At the moment, my thought process is saying no, though Enright, he's not firing again. He's not firing on all cylinders. Had a good game last time out. He's gone missing today. And I guess Fraser Harper hasn't had the best of days out there either today. He is best as a second striker. So we'll leave him as that. No more changes then for the moment. Just that one change. I want you to go out there and make an impact. Could score a winning goal. That would be very, very nice. Do we also go back to a positive mentality? I think possibly we do. We don't want to push ourselves too much here. Confirm changes. And let's go and do it. Well, 75 on the clock now. 10 minutes has gone by. I'm still not finding a way through. And we're going to take Doyle off and bring on Huntley in midfield. Doyle not 100% after picking up injuries. And I think it's time for Luke Enright to come off. And we're going to bring on Clegg to see if he's any good up front. They are our two changes for now. Still want you to go out there and score a winning goal if possible. Clegg says yes, please. And let's see if Rio Clegg can give us the win. Whittingham crosses this ball in. Clegg is quite short. He's not going to find the ball in those sort of situations. They are on a counter-attack now. And we have to be very careful. And I think it was Byrne coming back there. Crossed in, headed away. And they've scored. Somebody that I think is familiar, if you've watched my other series, Casey Petit. And, well, they've had one shot on target up to this point. It's headed away by Crooks, fell, and it was Petit hit it on the volley and beat Max Thompson 1-0. Right, we're going to berate the team and we're going to go attacking because we have to now. We've really got to go all out, dice in. Do we take Harper off or do we leave Harper on there? Can Clegg only play, or can he play? No, he can't. Right, okay. Possibly should have put Harper up front. But anyway, we will stick with that for the moment. Do we make any other changes? I'm thinking not as it stands at the moment, though, albeit Riley hasn't played particularly well on that right side. 3 minutes added on at the end of this game, and it's not looking promising. No, it's all over. We've lost by that one goal, and we kept them at bay for such a long time. Miles picking up a 7.1, so you can see he's kept us out. But Petit, right at the end of that game, getting the killer blow. They had 2 shots on target. One of those they scored with. We had 12 shots, 5 on target. Couldn't get through their defence, and they blocked us off, basically. 56% of the possession. Yeah, it's one of those days when Rochdale just showed their slight better quality than what we had in the side. But a good debut for Neil Byrne. So the other games today that affect how and where we are. Morecambe beating Halifax Town by 3 goals to 2. Yes, Accrington Stanley losing to Yeovil Town. Braintree, who were top of the table, losing 4-1 to Truro City. Anybody on their day can win these games. It's never a foredrawn conclusion. Carlisle and Forest Green playing out a 1-1 draw. The table at the end of that round of games. Wilson still have a game to play. Who have they got to play, though? This is the question. They've got to play Eastleigh. So a relegation battle down there. Hartlepool are back on top on 23 points. Then Fylde and Braintree and Rochdale all on 22 now. We are in 11th place on 13 points, only having won 1 of our last 5 games. Our inconsistent season continues. But I guess for our first season in the National League, albeit we would quite like to go back-to-back promotions if we don't get promoted this season. I'm happy to finish somewhere around about where we are now, if the worst comes to worst, and then hopefully plod on next season. That's what we will, or what we'd like to do. Either way, I think it is better. The 18th is the predicted league table, so we're doing a better than that for the time being. Interestingly, we have scored the most goals so far in the competition, 22 goals for, beating Altrincham, who have 21, and Fylde, who have 21. So that's quite an interesting stat. But it's not done us any good because we've been letting in too many at the other end. 7 days down to the game against Carlisle. Carlisle, who are 12th in the table, just sat right behind us. So it's a 6-pointer in a way. We'll be back just ahead of that game. Well, in the last match, we said that we brought in Neil Byrne. You saw him play in that last match. We have brought in another player since during the week, Raheem Shackelford. He was a free agent. He's come in. He's a wing back on the right. So really will add a little bit of competition for Raleigh and Partington. And he has signed a 3-year contract, 2-year contract. Where are we? 26, 2-year contract for 1.4 thousand a week. He better be up to it. Let's wait and see. He's good at a wing back, can play up that right side pretty much all the way. His career, he's most recently been at Chesterfield, made 17 appearances, 2 assists there. That was in League 2, so if we do go up, he probably can perform in the league. He's also played at Maidenhead United in the National League. Doesn't say what his average rating there is. Began at Fulham. Not that he ever made any appearances. Went on loan to Wealdstone, made an appearance, and then went to a number of other sides on loan. In fact, I think he went on freebie to Maidenhead United. Obviously, he wasn't doing it in the Championship. But anyway, Raheem Shackelford, hopefully he can do stuff. 29 years old, a little bit older than what we'd naturally wanted. But if he gives us that little bit of impetus, then it will be good. We have put in a bid for one other player as well. Just to let you know, transfer activity. Danny Elliott. He scored a hat-trick against us in the final day of last season at Macclesfield, which is where he was. Scored 17 goals for Macclesfield last season in 40 appearances and 35 goals in 42 appearances the year before. And he's been without a club since Macclesfield let him go. So we're hoping that he may come and join us. And here is the side that hopefully will go and get a result against Carlisle at Carlisle. Thompson continues in goal. Hopefully he will play better this time than he did last time. He didn't play badly last time, to be fair. Robinson, Crooks, Byrne and Riley making up our defensive line. Huntley and Glendon continue. I say continue. Huntley's come in for Doyle on the left side. So it's Huntley and Glendon in that midfield. It's Whittingham, Harper and Green are attacking midfield. Enright continues up front, gets a nod, but he's got to play a lot better. Hence why we're looking at potentially bringing in Danny Elliott to give Enright a little bit of competition, because I don't think the others are really giving him that level of competition. Wright, Park, McFadden, Shackelford comes on the bench. Doyle, Taylor and Clegg make up the rest of that bench. And here we are at Brunton Park against Carlisle United, who are 12th. They're playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. And there is our, by now, more familiar formation. They're in 12th. We are in 11th. We're playing in all white tonight. Carlisle playing in their blue and red tops. And it's Carlisle getting us underway. And it's raining once again. And Ellis tidying up for Carlisle. Patching getting the better. Oof, just wide from Lacey, I think it was. No, Linney. Put that just wide of Max Thompson's right-hand post. We have a corner. Glendon with his corner. Chipped in. It's headed away. Doesn't seem to beat the first defender, Robinson. Robinson comes across field. He's got Riley out there. Riley drops his shoulder, puts it in, and somehow that stayed out. And Whittingham put in his shot wide. And both Whittingham and Green not performing again. And we seem to struggle when they don't perform. When they perform, we're in good felter. That one from Patching over the top. Max Thompson with the ensuing goal kick to Byrne. And now Byrne back to Thompson. Thompson giving that ball away, and that one across the 6-yard box, but nobody there, and Thompson gathers it up yet again. What's he going to do this time? Rolls it out to Crooks. Crooks to Robinson. Robinson, Whittingham. Whittingham now. Out to Robinson. Back inside to Huntley. And Whittingham into space. Crosses it in for Green. Green lashes it into the back of the net. And we take the lead on 29 minutes. Whittingham crossed this ball. Green brought it down and just pile drived it past the goalkeeper. Thompson to Byrne. Niall Byrne comes forward. Harper to Green. Green cuts inside but gives the ball away. It was behind Harper. And we have to be careful. Carlisle's round his man. Linney's round his man. He's planted it in the back of the net. And that was all because Green gave the ball away. Linney slipping past Byrne. Riley trying to cut it out, but Max Thompson flailing in midair. Enright is out there. Enright cuts it inside, but it's given away again. Linney hens it down and gone attacking for the last 5 minutes of this half, and are we going to rue it? Yes. No. Max Thompson punches that over the top. There is going to be a corner. Patching with the corner. This one's swung in and it's a goal. Jack McDowell from the corner. And we've not dealt with it. It's ball in and Dowling gets up above everybody. Two minutes of added time at the end of this first half, and we are behind. Jack Robinson, can we go in at half time? All square. Please. Oof. I think it was Regan Riley, and it's come off the crossbar, but we go in at half time. A goal down. 55% of possession against our 45. We've had 10 shots, 4 on target. They've had 15 and 7. And we've had patches of the game that we've been in there. But, yeah, maybe going attacking wasn't the best route to go. Stay positive Enright's not had a bad day up front, but he's not produced so far. And Green on the right hasn't produced. Harper is also struggling in that attacking midfield role. Need to have a better second half. And Luke Enright gets the second half underway. Robinson on the ball. Huntley. Throwing on that far side. Harper. And we need to make sure they don't score again. If they score again, I think that is us done and buried for this game. Ellis, cross it in, and Regan Linney. Ah, dear. It's almost too easy. Just all he had to do was nod it home past Max Thompson. Breeze on the ball. Discourage lunge shots. I think we should. Because they're clearly not having any effect. And Linney again, he's on a hat-trick now. So gone back, and who was that? That was Byrne, Niall Byrne winning that ball, but not gone anywhere. And they're in again. And Regan Linney gets his hat-trick, makes it 4-1. And, well, the game was dead and buried at 3-1. It most certainly is now at 4-1. And we've been poor relations again. We've not had an answer to them. And Max Thompson is going to be dropped again. And with 60 minutes on the clock, we're going to make some changes. Regan Riley's coming off. We're going to bring on Shackelford to make his debut. Fraser Harper's having a poor day out there, but we haven't really got anybody to take his place. I think what we're going to do is Harper and Huntley can swap over. Harper can come off. Or do it now. And then Harper can come off for Doyle. I think that is the change that we're going to make there. Deverne Green, he's had a better start to the second half. Still not playing particularly well. Robinson on the other side isn't playing particularly well today. We'll go with that for the minute. We might need to make some more changes. I have faith in you. Go out there and make a difference. Whittingham on the ball. He's got Robinson as support. Robinson goes around his man. We're not seeing a lot of this, and Robinson loses out. And, well, what can you say? We're just throwing this away now. Armstrong, they're just scoring at will. Ajaboy. Supplier again. Near post this time. Armstrong diverts it past Max Thompson. It's almost too easy. All right, with 81 minutes on the clock. Changes for change's sake, I think, really. Jack Robinson's had a poor day out there. McFadden comes on for him. We'll take Green off and bring on Taylor. And we will take Crooks off and bring on Park. Crooks has had a poor day. Burns not had a splendid day either, really. So it's a bit of a mixture. But they are all our changes. And what do you say? I want you to go out there and make an impact in the little time remaining. Yeah. Don't think you can say much else, really. Shackelford, Taylor, Huntley. And once again, the passing has been poor, and the turnover balls, Shackelford will tidy up. Doyle finds Enright. Huntley to Whittingham. Whittingham it's got another goal back, at least made it look a little bit more. There's Huntley's ball over the top into the path of Whittingham. It was a question of whether he was offside or not, but it appears not. And it's 5-2. Five minutes added on at the end of this game. We are in the first of those 5. Park bringing the ball down. Huntley, McFadden. McFadden to Whittingham. Back to McFadden. Doyle. McFadden. Through. Slips it through to Doyle. And it's 5-3. And all of a sudden, from being a lowly 5-1 down, we're 5-3. And got 5 minutes to get another one and make it really squeaky. A 5-5 would be an absolutely splendid result. Not that that's going to happen, I don't think. I think 3 goals is the best we're going to get today. And 5-3 it is. We've had 47% of the possession, 18 shots, 8 on target. They had 21 shots, of which 12 were on target. We've had a 2.28 against their 2.40. It's been a goal fest for the neutral, but we're on the wrong end of it. Well, the rest of the day's results, and well, at the top end of the table, where are we? I saw Braintree there just now. Hartlepool down the bottom there, lost 2-1 to York. Braintree, a 2-2 draw against Solihull Moors. Scunthorpe beating Boreham Wood amongst the results there. Of course, a 5-3 loss to Carlisle wasn't a good result. Altrincham beating Eastleigh 3-1. Wealdstone beat Maiden United by a goal to nil. So the table at the end of today's episodes, 11 games played, looks like this. Fylde are top on 23. Fylde, of course, coming up with us, if I remember rightly. They've had a better start to the season than we have. York City, Braintree. In fact, there's 4 teams on 23 points, all the way down to Hartlepool. Rochdale are in 5th on 22, and then Newport are 6th on 21. We reside in 13th place, stuck on 13 points at the moment. Lost 3 of our last 5. We need to pick up some sort of form sooner than later, because the chasing pack are slowly closing the gap, including Wealdstone United. All right, I think it's Wealdstone United. It might just be Wealdstone, to be fair. We will come back very shortly. In fact, we're going to play Woking offline, and then we're going to come back for Hemel Hempstead and Eastleigh. Eastleigh currently in the relegation zone. I'm hoping to pick up some points in this little run here. Woking, Eastleigh, Maidenhead United and Accrington Stanley. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, but wedged in amongst that, we've got a Emirates FA Cup fourth qualifying round against Hemel Hempstead. We got knocked out in the fourth qualifying round last season. Want to try and improve on that this season if we can, and get a FA Cup first round tie. Would be rather nice. That coming up hopefully next episode, where we get through to the FA Cup first round. Join me for that. If you've enjoyed today's episode, though, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with all future episodes of To Be a Legend as they are released. New episodes To Be a Legend will be out on a regular basis. I'm not going to say every Tuesday and Friday, because I say it and it doesn't happen. The best way of keeping up to date with what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. See you for the next episode, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.